As a natural bodybuilder, one of the most common questions that pops up into my head is how long is it going to take for me to get big?
I've been thinking about it a lot actually. Of all the top naturals in the world, most of them say that it takes years and years of consistency and dedication in order to make progress. But can we put a number on that? 5, 10, 15 years? Because you also see people that are making tremendous gains in like 3 or 4 years. So is it just different for each person? Let's talk about it.
One of the things that I am most grateful for with regards to my upbringing is that I grew up with a father who was serious about physical training. My dad showed me that lifting weights is a fantastic tool that we can use to better ourselves. But he also showed me what's possible for me. Being my dad, he passed on to me some pretty great genetics for bodybuilding. Now, if he had been overweight or frail, I might not even know that today. I see so many people proclaiming that they have bad genetics for gaining size or being lean, when nobody in their family has put any effort into finding out for sure. Back to my point, my dad showed me what's possible and then what I can start doing in order to achieve it. With regards to our original question, how long is it going to take for me to get big as a natural, I may be able to find an answer by looking back at how long it's taken my dad to achieve the size that he's gained. In these photos, my dad is around 18 years old, having begun lifting as a young teen. To compare that to these more recent photos, he has gained a massive amount of muscle in about 30 years, give or take a few. Now the caveat here is that he hasn't been focusing on bodybuilding or specifically gaining size for that entire 30 years. That came about within the past 8 years. With that being said, I think that if someone were to devote 100% of their effort into gaining muscle, they could achieve a transformation like my dad's in far less time. Now it still may take 10 years or more, but you have to realize that bodybuilding is a long game. And progress is not linear, especially as a natural. For instance, my first 20 pounds of muscle gained took me about a year to achieve, whereas the next 10 pounds after that has taken me about 6 years. It's worth noting that not all progress can be measured on the scale, as I'm leaner and stronger now than I was back then. But muscle is still muscle, and it takes years to build. Realistically, we're looking at decades if we want to build true size as naturals.
Now keep in mind that you can make a pretty drastic change to your physique in just a couple of months as a natural, but I'm talking about gaining real size. Stage bodybuilder level physique. Without steroids, that's something that's impossible to do quickly.
Now don't let this discourage you though, because that just means that we have so much to give. We have so much time to enjoy ourselves and what we are capable of building. Learn to embrace the process, the little successes. I don't care if you're a teenager or if you're a 95-year-old. There is still progress to be made, my friends. So go get out there, stay natty, achieve your goals, and never stop moving forward. And forget about your bad genetics. In the words of Mike Menzer,
don't, however, worry about your individual potential. Potential is only the expression of a possibility, something that can be assessed accurately only in retrospect. In other words, you'll never know how good you might have become unless you try. So let's get with it.